Hey everyone, welcome back. So today is going to be the March update, and I'm going to be mainly just showcasing where I'm kind of at with Kirby Siege of Popstar, the little fan game I've been building for the last bit. Oops, I have Dark Matter selected, that's my bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to boot up the game and kind of show you where I'm at, which is the whole point of this update, and then give a rough estimate of when I'm going to be releasing the game. So we're just going to start off with me booting up the game. And as you can see, I've already changed a lot from the loading screen, which doesn't seem to be showing for you guys. There we go. So, it was supposed to show the loading screen, and Xavius was supposed to mention about, I'll just start it over. Okay. So, as you can see, though, I have it, so it's now programmed so there's 3 save files, like in most Kirby games, newer Kirby games. So, like, Forgotten Land, Return Dreamland Deluxe, and Star Allies all have 3 slot files that you can pick from. And as you can see, I have the same thing going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out just to be able to show you guys the whole... I'll probably make it smoother in editing. But I'm going to show off how things are different, because basically I've programmed it so there is no opening menu. Instead, you just get a loading screen that you'll see later just because of my recording being a little laggy. And then the opening right here. Welcome back, Ronan the Dev. So you can change the username. Each username's custom, and basically it's the game. I programmed the game to be more custom tailored to the player, especially since I have 2 game modes now that you can pick from. Classic, which is just regular vanilla gameplay, or speedrun, where there's a speedrun timer that's in the little corner over here, which you can play around with. For now, I'm just going to do speedrun to show you, and then, again, you get to pick whether you skip the opening cutscene or not before you make your character. The opening cutscene hasn't changed in the last recording, so I'm going to skip it for now. So now you design your character, and like I said, I've done a lot with this. The only thing that's kind of changed with this specifically is instead of yellow, you now have the option to be orange. But other than that, the rest of the colors are all still the same. And I will get to explaining this in a bit. Probably I'll explain it more on the Discord channel than in this video, because this will be just a quick showcase. So, as you can see, I've now started up the game. This is the loading screen I was talking about. And this is the next new thing. So, as you can see, I have now a game summary, which basically, if you skip the cutscene, this will show up and it'll explain everything. So, basically, a curse has taken over planet Popstar, making everyone hostile and attacking each other. You, however, can remove the curse and get allies when you defeat, help, or befriend an enemy. Eventually, you can free all your old friends and foes to help you stop the siege and win. And then you can start the game. So as you can see, the timer in the corner just vanished, but now it's starting to count. I don't know how to make it count milliseconds, so seconds is the lowest you get. But yeah, and as you can see, I've also got a new HUD going for health. I revamped it, so this will say whatever name you want their player to be named. I right now don't have it so you can edit it. I might do that later, though. But yeah, so this all works. As you can see, the mini-map is new too. So the mini-map I actually programmed recently, and I have it so no matter where you go, it changes. So like, let's say for now, I want to go into down here. So this will take me to Area 15. As you can see, the mini-map changed, the info changes, and it tells you you're on the Withered Wasteland entrance. So the thing is that the Withered Wasteland's a newer map. I revamped it. It was an older map, but I revamped it. Like, this area is all new. And the sign, too, which says, turn back now if you value your life and loot. Because I made the guys in here kind of tricky. You need good armor to get past them, or a lot of healing items. I'm, however, going to be bold and see if I can get past them, just to mess around a little bit. So as you can see, in the dungeon, it's a little laggy, but it also has the map feature. So as you can see, when I change rooms, the Kirby icon moves, which is really cool. And these Scullies are beelining for me. Oh, piss. How did they hit me out of the air? Uh-oh. No, 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 no. They're coming for me. Like Pac-Man and the ghosts. Yeah, because they do a lot of damage, so that's why I don't want to take them on in a head-on confrontation. I'm going to take this key and get the heck out. Get out! Kirby! Oh my goodness, I'm like halfway dead. Use the key, open the door. Get out. Oh, Kirby. No, Kirby, please. Kirby. Kirby! Key! Ah! I got KO'd! Yeah, as you can see, when you get KO'd, you luckily get sent back to the collection center, and you get revived half your health, but you don't lose anything else. I still have the stupid key. So, yeah. Anyways, that was that. I'll move on to other stuff. So, the other things I have is, right now, there are 4 levels you can play. That was one of them. The Dry Dunes is the next one. This one is fully complete, other than I just need to fix the combat with the characters. So, as you can see, you have different options from the different... Ooh. Okay, my mouse had a stroke there. From the different tunnels you can take. So you can take this one, and then there's like another 2 over here. That one, and this one. This level is fully complete. So when you go in, you actually can explore it all. The whole level's open and playable. I've already done all the testing. This is the area where once you get past this whole dungeon section, you'll be able to recruit Darroach and Dark Midnight, which is awesome. As you can see, I also seem to have screwed up with the map, so I'll fix that later. So that's the next one. That's like one of the completed levels. I'm going to fix Withered Wasteland because that one's almost complete. And then this is a little sub-level that I'm not done, where basically it's an optional level where you only can go this way, which will take you right here. I don't think there's audio playing. There we go. That shouldn't be too noisy for you. Familiar? Yeah, so the Lore Star Cutter is accessible. Lore Star Cutter is accessible and has its own level, which you can kind of play around. Where Maglore's here. And I have it all programmed, like the entire thing works. You can explore the Star Cutter. Mostly. And there's all these different areas you can check out. So if I wanted to go down here, you can see, like, I've got a couple characters here just playing some cards casually. There's a Waddle Dee chilling there. I've got, like, a bunch of rooms in this side that I've done. I've got so many different things going on with this. It's actually really cool. Yeah, the rooms over here. So, like, these rooms, I'm still unfinished. I'm still kind of making them still. Making the doors work, because they open right now. But you can't go in them. And they don't quite work to program. But you can talk to Maglore, and when you complete his quest, you can recruit him too. And Maglore is super friendly, which is awesome. Okay, so the nice thing too is you can go back to Volcanic Vault, or you can... Yeah. So as you can see, I've got music going in the different areas too. And the game doesn't crash anymore. I have it, so there's a cheap little like backyard fixed loading code that plays. So yeah, once you've kind of made your way back, there's those levels, which I just showcased. The collection center has been revamped. I'll show that off in a bit. As you also notice, there is no map. Like, big map, because I moved it in the collection center. I'll go in there to show real quick. How are we looking so far? 10 minutes? Not bad, actually. Okay, so as you can see, this is unchanged, other than the map, which is actually helpful. Basement 1 I'm still editing, that's why it's not showable. But, all this is new. So this is a giant map, in a sense. So, like, you can see... This is where we went. We went this side of the map. This is... Southeast Popstar. And we can warp to any of these areas because now we've visited them all. So I can go to this one, or this one, or this one. So this is like, I just revamped Upper Popstar to be now a warp zone in the collection center. With all the different accessible places in the game. However, if you can't use them, it the player will point that out by saying, I think that this will become a warp once I have visited this place. Which is supposed to be your kind of clue that it's a warp zone. Yeah. So there's that. I'll jog back down. I also added new hats to the collection. So if I were to go... Stat... Tokens... Plus equals 20. So I'll give myself 20 tokens. And then I added some new stuff to the shop. The pack of fortress gear, which I think some of you guys might enjoy using. So I just bought that. Yeah, and the rest is mostly unchanged. Other than the pack of beam attack, I finally finished. So I'll get that too, just to kind of show that. So, as you can see, the fortress gear and the beam attack pack are complete. So, the beam attack pack now includes Failboat's scythe, Jmoji's YouTube hammer, Failboat's captain hat, Jmoji's style, which is a hairstyle you can unlock, and Noteblock's gear along with the crew hat. The crew hat icon is going to be changed later, but for now, that's what that is. And then the fortress pack is the other one. The fortress pack is the one that I've worked on pretty hard. It's actually pretty fun. So if I were to do this, and then that, so this is the soldier helmet, all kind of done in radio. And each of them have quotes too. I'm not going to read the quotes because I can let you guys read them later. I also have the scout hat right here. It's a little unpolished. I'm going to tweak it up later because I realized that there's half a headphone attached. I also have the sniper outfit, which is one of my favorite outfits. This just looks so cool. And then I also have the engineer helmet. And then I'll quickly show off the note block gear as well, which is based off the YouTuber Note Block. Like how the Failboat gear is based off of Failboat. So this is the Note Block gear. It's like a blue sweater with a headset. In a similar style to the other one. Okay, so that's that. I'm just going to toss this all in team storage. As you can see, I've also revamped the icons, which has been super helpful to work with. So, the Pyromass, there's an icon for it, but I'm not done with it. Same with most of the weapons for the Fortress pack, but I will be done them at some point. For now, I'm just going to, for craps and giggles, I'm going to equip my shield and sword and put the rest of this away. So yeah, that's different. I was going to add dodge rolling, but it kept breaking, so I had to get rid of it. Yeah. And then the only other things I need to show off is there's 2 more levels. Isolated Isles hasn't changed much, other than it got a map too. And you can still recruit the Chatty D over here. I also changed it so everyone who gets KO'd has those stars around their head to indicate they're KO'd and, you know, not dead. But you can still recruit him. You can still recruit David, which is unchanged. So David can join the party, which that's unchanged and whatnot. And then you still can go to Circle Island, which is up here when you unlock it. That's unchanged, so I'm not going to show that off. This is just showing off all the new stuff. For now, I have it so Misty Mire's up here. You just go right into Misty Mire. Game's loading, give it a sec. Okay, we're in the Misty Mire. So, the map's a little glitchy, because when you start actually doing one of the mist codes, then you will be able to... Hang on, I need to pull up my mist codes in an alternate tab off screen. Where's my Misty Mire codes? There we go. You can go to another dimension if you go... So I'm going to show you guys a little cheat that normally you would have to progress through the game to get. So if you go left... up, right, and down. I haven't added music, Misty Meyer, so I apologize for the silence. Why didn't it work? What do you mean it didn't work? Did I set it incorrectly? Give me a sec. Okay. Give me a second. Oh yeah, you guys can't see what I'm doing because of the game being the thing in view. Okay. Missed codes. What the crap? Missed path. What was it? Up, right, down, left. Oh, okay. So it's... I gotta exit out. Gotta give it a sec to load. Yep. Wait a few seconds. And it's up, right, down, left. So I have to go up and then counter or clockwise the whole way. I was trying to go counterclockwise. That's why it went wrong. So I need to update my notes. Yeah, I have actually a whole documentation. If you go on the Siege of Popstar wiki, you can see the whole documentation. And something screwed up. Hang on. What? Invalid target tile. Oh, God. I literally just tested this before recording. Okay, that's fine. I can fix this. I know how to fix this. I have tons of backup codes implemented for emergencies like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste the code that is required. 6056. Okay. Put player 60 56 0, and then it's could put player. Oops. Oh, it's still faded to black. Oh, I know what's wrong. I can fix this. Okay. Hang on, I'll pause it for a bit. Ta-da! Fixed. Okay. So, as you can see, I am in the spot I'm supposed to be in. Except the portal. Oh my goodness. Okay, give me a sec. Like I said, the Misty Mire is so glitchy. I'm still trying to fix it. But it'll be definitely patched when the game comes out. Okay. So this is where you're supposed to end up. And there. Where you encounter Zeke. And as you can see, you're in another dimension. Now, the fun part about this, you'll find out. So I'll just read the dialogue. Hey, you must be Player, right? I didn't set a name, otherwise it'd be whatever name you named your character here instead of Player. Yeah, how'd you know? Xavius gave a heads up about your arrival. My name is Zeke. Nice to meet you, Zeke. We learned about what's happened in your world, so Grand Doomar approved with you using this place as your base. Awesome. The only thing though is Grand Doomar went to your world and hasn't returned yet. You'd appreciate it if you can find him. I can do that, no problem. It's the least I can do. Okay, if you need any assistance, don't hesitate to speak to me. And then you can talk to Zeke anytime to reorganize your party, which is a new feature I added. You unlocked 4 custom bases and 100 slots of storage, which is also a custom thing I added. And there's achievements now. So as you can see, we got the achievement World Builder, locking our dimensions custom bases, and we got 2 tokens for getting the achievement. And, true to the statement, 100 slots of inventory. It's actually super awesome. So the nice thing is that there's all these placeable items you can so mess around with that I have. So what I'm... Oh, I can't put this in here. Okay, well, I can't put the key in here. Right, I have it set so the items that can be stored in here are specialty items. So if you get any, like, copy abilities, you can store them in here. Vanity armor can be stored in here. Like, most items, except for certain specialty items can't be. Obviously. Yeah, and then what's really cool about it is how the save and exit. the party changer works, which is the next feature. So as you can see, I have 2 people in my party, Eric, who you recruit in the opening cutscene, and David, who I got earlier. And you can put them in base and back. You can just toggle it. And it's super helpful, because when they're in base, they're not in your party, but you can change out party members at any point. So I'm just going to put my whole party in base for craps and giggles, save and exit, and go on to show the custom areas. So as you can see, each of these indicators is like a mini map to show the custom area. And then when you go in, you can check out the custom area. So this is one of them, which will be like a little cabin the player can kind of work with. Then we've got, as you can see, there's more indicators to show you which way you're going. So like that's where the portal is, that's another custom area, that's another one. We'll go to this one. The one on the right, that green patch of grass, is unfinished. But there's still a lot of cool things you can do, even though most of it's unfinished. So like this ship here, if I can get on it, there we go, is completely customizable. You can put whatever you want on there. You can see, you can warp back to the snowy forest or warp to the other area. It's like all custom, all built. And the cool thing is you can take stuff like, for example, if I want to, I can take this chest that I have, one of the custom chests. Okay, it won't let me put it there. But it didn't take it away from me either. So let's go here. Okay, I think I have to put it on the ship in this one. So I can go on the ship. Okay, I still have to rig this ship. It's a little buggy. But when you get on the ship, you can do something like... Oh, come on. Game, please. I just did this in testing. Yes! So you can put it here, and the cool thing is you can rotate it around so it's any direction you want. And then when you've placed it, you can choose to put it back in your inventory with put it away. Leave it alone means doing nothing with it. You can rotate it still, or you can use it. So in this case of the chest, I'm looking at dimensional storage again, which is really helpful. And you can do it with any of these. Which is really cool. And then what's the best part is you can leave and come back and the chest will still be there. So like, let's move on to the next area. So you can see the chest is up there. If I were to come here, play around a little more, and then come back, it will be different. It will still be there. Huh? Oh, please. Yeah! So like, here's another one. It's the elevator from Superstar, except... well, supersized, and you can do things like put a chest inside, you can put an anvil, or like other items. I have a bunch of custom items you can play around with. You start with one of every item unlocked, which is helpful. Yeah. So once I leave here and go back to the other one, you can see the chest will still be there. As you can see, it is still up there in the boat because the game remembers where you put it all. So that's the really cool thing of this. And then the little area that I haven't shown is unfinished. This one is unfinished, so that's why I didn't show it off. But yeah, it's something cool you can play around with. And then the best part is that once you've unlocked this place and take this portal, it will send you back to the collection center. And it glitched out. But the rift is supposed to appear here, and you can go back anytime. Except it glitched out, so I'll fix that real quick. I'm a little annoyed that this is glitching out. I have a feeling I know why, which is the funny thing. I have a feeling that it's because I got... So, a while back, I deleted Paradox Palace, and things have been acting a little funny ever since then. So, give me a sec, just to quickly fix this. So, if I go like this... Ooh. What? Object can be placed on specific tile. Oh. Well, of course not. Okay, that's fine. Herd. I just need the coordinates. Good grief. Bear with me, guys. -110. For 1, -10. 0. And then copy, paste. I need to get off the tile embedding. Oops. Okay, we do not need D. There we go! See? So, as you can see, the rift will appear, and then you can take this back to get back to another dimension. And yeah, that's it for the most part, other than the fact that if you get through Withered Wasteland, you can recruit 0. And if you get to Dry Dunes Town, you can recruit Dark Midnight and Daroch. We have time. It's not even 30 minutes yet. I'm going to quickly warp us to Dry Dunes Town. Update and load map. Dunes Town A. And then we want coord 0 4 0 north. Oops, I forgot a comma. There we go. Yes, as you can see, it loaded. So yeah, this is the town. I did revamp it quite a bit, as you can see with the armory here, now having actual like weapon stands and weapons on display. So it did work. The script's glitched out, that's why everything's acting a little janky. So that's why there's like no power-ups here. These guys don't look like they're sleeping, which is a little ironic. Yeah, but other than that, the town's not that different. Everyone's supposed to be wearing funny little hats, but that's not working either, as you can kind of tell. I'm still fixing certain stuff, but now more of it's been opened up. So all this is playable and accessible in the main game. I just had to take a shortcut for now. Yeah, and then the next part is there's also all this added now. So you can, like, there's actual storage for the player when you unlock this section. As you can see, there's also a map for this. Right. And I also have dialogue so you can't steal from them. Remember, these chests don't belong to us. The pink ones do. So you can open the pink one and access and store items in it, which is awesome. Except it glitched out a little bit. But other than that, yeah. That's basically it, other than the amazing mirror being over there and a couple other items that I've added. I also added a shortcut so you can easily get back into town once you've helped out Daroch. But other than that, that's mostly it. Yeah. What is going on there? There we go. Okay. So yeah. As you can see, I also was planning on adding Dark Matter's sword as a recruitable ally, but he's still being made, as you can see. So, he's unfinished, but he does look pretty cool. Yeah, but everything else has been done, for the most part. I'm eventually going to add stuff like Aeon Hero, which I've already got made and coded with his animations. I've already got, like, I've got Marks, I've got Morpho Knight made, I've got all this stuff prepped. I just need to code it all, make the maps and whatnot. Like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's final touches and, like, a little bit of level design. Because I've already got most of the coding or quests done, like, I have them all planned. So, like, for Daroch and Dark Midnight, you have to defeat King D-Mind in order to help them out. And you have to fight him at a very specific area. So, like, there's stuff like that and whatnot. So, yeah, that's basically where I'm at for today. with kind of the game, and this is just all I wanted to showcase. So yeah, if you are interested in the game at all, you can always join in on the Siege of Popstar Discord, which is something I have set up. You can join anytime. There's a link in the description. If you're curious in the game and want to get involved in its creation, or just want to join in the beta or super curious, completely up to you. So yeah, that's it, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Yeah. So I'll see you guys next time.